Okay, we are finally finishing the Abandoned GT40 that sat for over 20 years. You might be wondering why you haven't seen this car on the channel for over a year, and that's because I did a first drive, and from factory, the car had a bad transmission. The car had 0 miles on it and was popping out of gear. So we put her aside, we sent out the transmission, and today we are going to be installing ITBs and a new transmission to get this GT40 on the road and driving finally. So now, after 21 years, we will have a running, driving, dailyable GT40. Oh, buddy. I've been waiting for a year to do this. But of course, I'm not one of those who likes to sit and do nothing. So while the transmission got sent out, while it's been abroad for over a year, and that's a story for another day, we went ahead and installed ITBs on the GT40. So let's start there. This is a 351 Windsor-based 427 with 180-degree headers. That sounds insane. And the last time you guys saw this car, I found out that the transmission needed to be pulled out because she won't stay in first gear. It's a 5-speed ZF transmission, so unfortunately, I don't have a ton of experience with those. We're gonna pull it to get it sent out, and I don't know how to do this. Do you know how to do this?
Nope.
No, I figured we would just start removing things one by one and figure out where we hit a roadblock. If we do, maybe it'll be easy. It is a kit car.
We don't know if it needs to go down, up, out.
Left, right, forward.
All we know is we tried to pull the trans and it won't come out by itself, which is a major bummer.
You guys will see. We're gonna take it apart and then we're just gonna see what happens so we can hopefully get this sent out because I already have wheels for her. I still am ready to go with the wrap and the cool new livery for her. We just gotta get her driving in first gear first. That thing's massive.
It's not light.
Well, it's half the car. So for everyone commenting that my camera looks shaky, apparently I didn't have the auto stabilization on and Mark just fixed it for me. So thank Mark, guys. We also think we can separate the transmission from the engine. So it's a good day so far if we can make this happen. The trans bolts on the bell housing are taken out except for these two that have little windows that we had to cut an Allen wrench in order to get to, and they're very long and a big pain in the ass, and you know, I'm thinking that we don't need them. What do you think, Sandy?
They may not make it back in.
Yeah.
There's 6 other bolts. So what do we need those 2 for?
Okay. Ah!
Okay. Up. Oh,
it's
no.
on something. It's on something. Oh, it's right here. Hell yeah.
We don't have to pull the motor out.
We got it. You know what's funny is we tried doing this a few months ago and we couldn't get it. That was easy. That was too easy. I literally thought this was gonna take all day for us to do because we thought we were gonna have to pull the motor, and if you guys look, it doesn't look like it's a very easy thing to do. So now we take this transmission and we send it out. We're gonna find a shop that can handle this. We're gonna see about sending this out, and then hopefully we can figure out the issue of why it just pops out of first gear. Now we've tried completely removing the linkage, thinking maybe it was too tight and it was tugging it out, but that wasn't the case. We're gonna get this sent out and fixed and getting the GT40 back on the road. I'm so excited. What do you think of that, Oni? Huh? Well, it turns out you can't just buy a lower, so I had to buy a whole new unit here, but this is gonna be much better for what we need because the runners are much longer on this, the fuel rails are tucked on the inside, and we have IAC. Originally for the old one, we were gonna have to cut into the plenum in order to get IAC, but now this thing is so much nicer and exactly what we're going to need. So let's pop her on and keep this train going.
Yeah. Hit the key. Go. Come on. Fire it up.
Just fire it like this.
Fire it up. I'll get the gas bottle.
Wait, you can fire it without the transmission, right, actually?
In this you can.
Yeah?
Yeah, we could.
Oh, cool. So we could fire it up like today afterwards?
Right after you wire it.
Look at this. This looks pretty good. I was a little worried. I like grew to love the old ITB setup, but feels more pureed correct. Shout out Holiday for your patience.
Right.
You know what? I didn't even like the old one anyways. Screw that old one. This new one, this is clean. I'm glad the other one didn't fit. Oh,
man.
the driver's seat looking back, you're just gonna see
the rearview
stacks.
mirror. Can't see anything out the mirror anymore, but
You couldn't before anyways, but at least now you got a view. Obviously, we still gotta run fuel lines, wire it, we gotta mount the headers on it to make sure everything clears and fits. We still got a long ways to go, but hearing this and driving this is gonna be like none other. So we're gonna get back to work. Let's crank out putting some headers and start running some fuel and kind of seeing how everything's gonna fit. This is coming along so nicely. The new intake manifold has been installed. The headers are installed. Still need to put the gaskets on, but really putting the headers on was just to see clearance. And as you guys can immediately see, we're going to need to run a remote throttle position sensor. So we're gonna do that. While I did this, Sandy put on the distributor and the thermostat. Now that she's pretty much ready to go, we know how things are going to fit. Let me explain to you guys how we're gonna do the fueling real quick. And don't worry, my mom watches these videos too, so I'm gonna explain it super simple. This car has 2 fuel tanks, one on each side. That means we need to get fuel from both of those to the fuel rails. Now, in order to do that, the fuel goes from a hose to a fuel pump, then to a fuel filter, and then to the fuel rails. So we're gonna go hose, pump, filter, rail, pump, filter, rail. Now, only one will be running at a time, so we're gonna have a check valve right before the fuel rails here. So when one works, it'll flow, and then the flow can't go on the check valve. That's how we're going to fuel this car.
See this freaking Holly fuel pump we got?
Look at that, shout out to Holly. So this is the badass fuel pump, and then that's going to be the fuel filter.
We were thinking, filter, pump's gonna go somewhere down there, and then this will go somewhere in there.
Yep. And the fuel is done. Look at this, you guys. It looks so clean. You just jumped in the NASCAR. You're gonna go move it?
Oh yeah.
We're currently airing up the
Yeah,
rear tire.
saying a license plate. I'll see you guys later.
All right, I guess we'll see Sandy in another 6 months.
Yeah, right.
You got a little tire trip going on here too.
yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, it's a little on off with that car.
Yeah. Not much of an in-between. Is he parking it or is he leaving right now? You guys, Sandy's selling his bike right now and he's trying to get me to buy it. Should I do it?
Yeah.
He's gonna offer me a smoking deal. I want it so bad. Dude, I went to go rip this thing the other day and not wearing sunglasses, not wearing a windshield, I immediately was like, I can't see.
You can see though, right?
I'm legally blind, I can see, barely.
Like I said in the last video, she may look like a hoopty, but when we're done with her, she's gonna be the cleanest Subaru you've ever seen. You selling the bike because it's too fast?
It's too good.
You get in too much trouble with it?
I'm going to. It's too good.
So
it's
you want to sell
too.
it to me instead?
It's too comfortable.
Yeah.
I feel like you have a little more self-restraint. Probably ride it a lot less.
Yeah, maybe.
See, I stared at it this morning and I'm like, Harley? Why Harley?
I thought you were taking the Harley. I'm surprised you rode this.
'Cause
Yeah, that's the problem.
it's a problem. I like it too much. So if it's there, I'm gonna ride it.
This, I will say, this is a really nice bike. I rode it around a little bit and I like it a lot.
Yeah.
It's hard. I'm trying really hard not to buy it.
Yeah, well, so, you know, not that I would ever speed, but I kept looking down at the speedo this morning going, oops.
That's
oops,
what everyone says with
oops,
these.
oops.
As I'm sure you guys have seen, from figuring out what the issue was with the transmission to finally getting a new one, it took a year. The reason this car got delayed was because of this transmission and this box. Now, I'm not gonna name the company. I was raised, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. I really hope this works and there's no more issues with it. Otherwise, I guess your girl's going in the trans manufacturing business. But I will say, it was a very painful year. There's a lot of headaches involved. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Let's unbox this transmission. Here's to a new transmission. The last transmission was new. It literally didn't even have 100 miles on it because I drove it for the first time. Honey, you wanna see what's in your box?
Oh, what's in the box?
Not till you give me the
What's in
gun.
the f***ing box?
Here we go. Whoa! Look at this 5-speed transaxle, baby. Brand new, in the box. I say we pull it out and let's get this installed and finally drive this car. Not only drive this car, but drive it with ITBs. And let me clarify, when I say it's like new, this is still the new transmission. It's just been rebuilt from being new, so it's new, and hopefully the old issues have been resolved with the new transmission. That's not the new transmission, it's just the rebuilt transmission.
Oh, brand new billet backplate, Bill.
Yeah, I had to pay for that.
Yeah. Here you go.
So I guess I could say what actually happened was the design was bad from factory. Some of the first gens had an issue with it popping out of gear. I sent the trans back in to be rebuilt to the latest generation, and you can see there's some billet parts on it because once they fixed the first gear issue, then it was breaking transes, which is a good sign because that means it was a lot of torque. Alright. And then we need a bolt for this. Yeah.
What do you mean? I would use that to pull it out.
I guess.
Person grab the back, one person grab the front. What are we doing?
Well, no, one person grab one side of the wood.
Oh, no, that's not me.
Wait, no, I was gonna grab the back and then you two grab the front, but whatever.
Wait, where'd Gio go?
Oh, it's wedged too, so it's gonna be even harder to do it.
Where are we putting it? Where'd you get on the box?
Oh, it's not bad.
Nice. And look, they sent back the old stuff too. I don't know what gear this is. I think reverse or something. I don't know. But you guys can see, if you look closely, the wear on that. So I think this is the first gear, and I think this is the wear on the first gear. For realistically 20 miles. I have a 5-gallon tub of Mobil 1 gear oil that we're gonna try to figure out how to fill into the transmission.
You killed Sandy.
Sandy's choking on a peanut.
Oh, you got some animals in here. What?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. He got some animals in here.
Who's he?
Whoever.
It's me.
Oh, I see you.
Yeah. Take
How
care.
many horsepower that guy?
The Mustang? 2000.
Oh, hell no. That's scary.
Alright, let's get this gear oil in.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh!
You know, you guys could put a ratchet strap on and make your life easier.
Nah, you got this?
Smart guy over here.
No. Oops, sorry.
There you go.
Just rest it. Oh, no, clutch linkage. There. Just rest it there.
You guys looked like you were about to heave-ho that thing, like throw it
going
into
We were, what do you mean?
We were going to, except for the clutch linkage just got all messed off.
Push her right in.
Well, don't you have to put the linkage in?
Holy crap. Work on cars, this is to be fun, they said.
Well, let me move this plank then.
Oh, ooh, no.
I was trying to get the piece of wood out. 'Cause
Oh.
if it's too high, we should get that out.
Well, I don't think it's too high right now. Maybe. Yeah, okay.
Removing piece of wood.
There we go.
There we go.
Just went.
That's what it was.
Just went. He's in.
Oh! Oh, hell yeah.
Nice.
High five.
How old are these tires?
Are they relatively new?
Should get rid of them.
Because the old ones were just sketchy. We took these from something else.
So these are new.
Ish.
So you should definitely get rid of them.
They're newer.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if it holds first here. We might be able to do a burnout.
It's the only way to get this trans broken in.
Or broken.
Or broken.
So the drain hole is in direct path of the
Fill hole.
fill hole.
Okay, pump it like 2 or 3 times.
Yep. I think that's good. The throttle pedal gets stuck. That's so scary.
And there you go. I got it. It's good. I'll just stand back here and we'll just show you.
Yeah, while I drive it, you can close throttle for me.
Sandy, that's an awfully small funnel for an awfully big bucket.
It's a small hole.
Do you miss the toilet seat?
Yes.
Wait, that's too much. You're overfilling it.
I'm trying here. It's a big bucket. You guys couldn't have got the little bucket?
It drains really slow through the funnel too.
It's such a small funnel. We're gonna be here all day.
It's like a reverse Chinese finger trap.
Yeah. Muffler is on. We have to put no tube bung in it and also tighten the headers, but keep saying, but we're almost there, but we're almost there.
We're almost there.
Looking fierce, looking like a muffler on an exhaust system.
Looking like a car again.
Yeah, I know, finally. God, these are so sick. I cannot wait to hear the induction noise. I mean, it always looked like a car, but it never drove like a car. Maybe it'll fire first try. Who knows? Doubt it, but it would be cool. All right, Holly, what you got? Got battery? Sure. We got battery. We're not gonna fire, but we're gonna hear if the fuel pumps turn on. You listening? Key on?
They're gonna pump.
No.
We need to set TPS, I think.
God damn it. This is so hard to do that here.
I'm glad it's not me, because that'll fit.
Okay, that's what they always say, but I legitimately meant that. That wasn't supposed to be a dirty joke. Okay, you ready?
And remember throttle sticks, so.
Yeah, don't give it any
I'm not
thought.
touching the throttle.
Just see if it doesn't go bang, bang, pop.
Okay, here we go. Key on. We got fuel priming. Let it prime. Let it keep priming. Still priming. Okay, are we ready?
Yep.
I can't hear with these headphones on.
It fired up immediately.
Yeah.
Hey, it ran immediately.
It did fire right up. It just didn't sound very good.
Fire back up. Let it run for a while.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounded like the clutch was like.
I gotta hear it without the
something
headphones.
was like pinging, you know? I don't know.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
That's
I haven't seen Danny smile like that in a while.
I haven't seen Sandy in a while, so. What was that?
Good. It caught it.
Oh.
Don't worry about it. It was good. It's caught itself.
Good, good.
Alright, we're gonna check
Found what was hitting to make the throttle linkage get stuck, and it was this tab here for the TPS sensor that we're not using because the sensor is elsewhere that was hitting the header. So we pried it out, but I think we're just gonna end up cutting that off.
And we want 15 degrees. Enter. Everywhere. 15 degrees. Perfect.
Welcome to Sandy's Tuning, where everything gets 15 degrees everywhere.
Send to ECU.
Why is my
Sounds
car not
safe.
responding?
Yeah.
No, this is just a, but I saved the original that had timing in it, so when we're done with this, we can just boot it back in.
We're syncing the distributor right now. Sandy's under the car. Bump. You ready for a bump? You ready for a bump?
Bump it. Bump it, I mean just fire it.
Oh, wait, you're in gear.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. It's a neutral.
Neutral, just spin it. Pull the e-brake.
No, it's not gonna do a whole lot.
The whole car was like,
Alright, go ahead. Well, it helps me too.
All right, fire it in the hole. That e-brake doesn't do a whole lot.
okay, timing set.
So we drive it?
No, we put the other tune back on it. Now we gotta set the idle.
Set the idle. Then we drive it?
Then we can drive. Okay, now.
Look how good those ITBs look
I
now.
know! They look so freaking amazing, dude. Imagine this. You're getting groceries, you're pushing your cart, you're walking by this, you're looking at it, and then you see the velocity stack sticking out of it. Ugh! I'm stopping and staring. All right, let's take this Bumblebee yellow GT40 out. It looks so sick at the rear glass. It's like my favorite thing ever. But I also have a surprise after the first drive I do want to show you. While I drive, Sandy's gonna be keeping an eye on things, just to make sure it all looks good. No reason why it wouldn't. Nice. All right. Well, she's moving under her own power. I literally have no side mirror, no side view mirrors, and no rear view mirror. God, I forgot how heavy this clutch is. It's a freaking workout. I think it's in third. I don't think it wants to grab first. I think that's third. Yeah, I don't think it's wanting to grab first. There we go.
Where's first?
That's first. the gauges work. I think they do.
Oh, I got it here.
Yeah, let's see what temps are at.
Probably not
I'm
anymore.
sure it's
That's
still
good.
cold. Yeah, I'm gonna wait to step on it. Get some fuel in her. Get some heat in her.
Wow, those ITBs got a note, man.
Yeah. Dude, this looks fucking bitchin'.
Hell yeah.
It's a lot. There's like the clutch is stiff, the brake pedal's soft. It doesn't really find first very easily, but the ITBs sound amazing.
Yep.
I don't even know if the phone's picking it up very much, so that sounds great. All right, we got some gas in her. We're filling both the cells, so it may look funny, like we chose the wrong side, but this was intentional.
I think I'm in. I'm not chopping my head off.
Dude, one of these days, someone's just gonna get it.
If I sat in the seat normal and shut the door, I would lose my head.
Fire in the hole.
Something's not going.
What changed?
I don't know.
You didn't touch any of these, right?
No. I put fuel in it. That's all.
Oh,
Oh,
motherfucker.
battery's dead. That's not right.
Damn it, I'm gonna call the guys to bring us a jumper box.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to bring us a jumper box. We're at the gas station.
But I'll bring a battery and cables.
Okay. The good news is, even just driving this, at first I couldn't even find first gear. And first was like, meaning like it was so hard to get into, but fortunately, after even just driving it, it's starting to break in a little bit.
The first drive was good. The second start was not.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna try the other way, no fuel, see if it clears out.
Yeah. I mean, it'll clear.
I don't see why resetting TPS would do it, because it should still fire, but
Unless it wiped it when it was dead.
let's see. It's still reading max fuel pressure.
This is the one moment in time you guys could have said it ain't got no gas in it, and you didn't say it.
No, because I just put gas in it.
It does, in fact, have gas in it.
You got 12.7 volts. Hit it again.
Whoa! Plug it in, Sandy! Plug it in! Why did it just fire?
I don't know.
Well, whatever it is, she runs now, so let's get her to the shop.
She got a little loose there.
Yeah, she did. I think the tires are a bit cold.
Yeah, and old. They're not dangerous old. They're just
No.
hard old.
Yeah, not sticky. All right, well, should we see if it pops out of gear?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yep. Definitely does not. Definitely does not.
It don't pop out of gear.
I don't know if I'm gonna get anymore. Oh my god, this thing rips! It sounds so good and it freaking rips, dude.
Somebody left tire marks up there.
No idea who.
I don't know who did that, but
Yeah, I don't. It wasn't me. This guy just drove by and smiled. Cool. Well, honestly, dude, Sandy, that last rip was worth everything. Oh.
Ooh. Sandy, why'd you? That was the best high five I've ever seen in my life, dude. She went flying. I didn't even do it that
He
hard.
forgot his own strength for a minute. Yeah, I was so stoked on that first drive. Dude, Sean, you weren't there. I think you got stuck at the light, but we're like, let's just everything looks good right now. Let's just give it a little good step in first gear because we wanted to see if it would hook.
Yeah.
And my God, it hooked. It stayed, shouldn't say the tires hooked, but it stayed in first gear and it fucking ripped.
I just saw dudes running down the street with their phones out.
Really?
Oh, I was like, oh, I missed it.
This thing was Oh God, I love this car. I missed it so much. I'm so glad to have it back. We'll work out these little wiring details, and then I think in the meantime, I'm going to show you guys that surprise I wanted to show you for this. So let me go do that now. I'm not going to put him on the car today. That'll be the next episode, but I do want to give you a sneak peek from watching this far in the episode. So I say we'll start with the fronts, and then I'll show you the deep dish rears. These wheels are the HL3Xs, designed specifically for the GT40. Oh my gosh. Take a look at these 18x9 Polish lip matte bronze finish face. I love these. These are the Heritage Collection. Center lock wheel. Super light, super beautiful. I realize that these are also forged-in wheels on the Camaro. I kind of have to think for bronze, but for good reason. But you might think, Amelia, that doesn't really work with the colorway. Well, that's all going to change very soon too. We're bringing the rear wheels out to the front so you guys can really see the matte bronze finish in the lights. I'm so excited. They're so deep. For a second I was like, where's the face? Oh my God.
That's the widest. That's the widest thing I think I've ever seen.
Guys, this is an 18x12. Thank you. Oh, wow, my God. Look at these wheels. They're gonna look so good on the GT40. Look how deep dish these are. Like my hand is the dish. I mean, they look great. The car's gonna be a different color, obviously, but they look great. Just wait till you see the livery. Have you seen the livery yet? No. You wanna sneak? You wanna see it?
Yeah.
All right, let me show it to you. You're gonna love it or you're gonna hate it.
One or the other. Let's see. Oh, hell yeah. That thing's gonna be sick.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. And I love it's still keeping to the theme.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
I don't wanna give them too many hints. Let them wait. So yeah, that thing's gonna be
I think so. I think it'll be cool. Yeah. I'm matching with these puppies. God, this color is crazy. It's so cool in person. I'm gonna have to put over 100 miles on this car to make sure it's good, on top of bringing her back to Dean so that I can surprise him with the car. I want to drive this again and make sure everything is good, so let's go for a rip. Most of you guys know James, my editor. Hello, James.
Hello.
He's working at the shop today, trying to see Uni. He really wants to see Uni more than us. You are usually behind the camera, behind the computer. How would you feel about going for a ride in the GT40?
It's finally my turn.
It's your turn.
Did they all die? No one else would get in the car with you? Sandy went home. I saw him. He got out of here. He was done. He was ready. He had enough. Let's
you ready?
Go.
All right.
Safety first.
Always. Usually, James doesn't get to have all the fun, so he just watches it afterwards. I figured, why not give him a little rip in the car while we have it here. First gear is starting to break in a little. Just gotta get a little forcefulness.
I don't know why, but suddenly I got nervous as soon as the car was in gear. It all feels a little bit more real.
First gear is good.
Sounds so good.
It does. The induction noise on the ITBs just...
It does not come across on camera how good this sounds.
Yeah. All right, should we see how first gear holds?
Do it.
Like before, when you're driving this and you only had second gear, you couldn't really feel like how much power this car had. And like in the higher RP, I'm sure, but like there's something special about being able to bite off first gear and hang on to it. I love this. Like it's not overpowered either. Like it's just the perfect like power to weight distribution for this car.
It doesn't feel like a scary amount of power.
No.
Unless you're driving.
Never. We're back. Thoughts?
It's actually better in person.
I love driving this car, and maybe it is hard to see behind camera, but every car definitely has its personality, and this thing, there's just something so special about this.
out of all of your cars that I've ridden in, like some of them are kind of scary in how aggressive they're. Like the Corvette, I don't know how you daily the Corvette. That's a scary car. Even the Ferrari is like, it's right on the edge. But like this,
yeah,
cozy.
I have so many plans with this GT40. You guys don't even know. I am so excited. I'm excited to do the wheels, to wrap it, to surprise Dean, and for everything else in store. So make sure you guys subscribe if you don't already. Shop the merch, returntolife.store, and I will see you on the next one. Ecrew, we out here with love. Bye.
Hey, you know what's better? A high five than a greasy high five.
Greasy high five.
It's like a blood high five, right? Yeah. Yeah.
So sick. Can you blow in it like a Nintendo game?